new here, thank you for coming. If you are returning, thank you for returning to the party. Either way, before we go any further, make sure you hit the red subscribe button so you don't miss another video, okay? Because I don't want you to miss out on anything. I want you to get it all, honey. I wanted to come have a little conversation, a little chit chat. This was for my babies who may be feeling lost in the sauce, because I was feeling lost in the sauce. And because I was feeling lost in the sauce, that led me to fast. I want to now come and talk more about what I learned and what became abundantly clear to me during my fast or over the past week. And if you see me looking down, it's because I have my journal here to help keep me organized, to help keep my thoughts organized, because I could go off the rails, or sometimes I just feel like I'm not relaying my thoughts well enough for you guys to understand. So I want to make sure that you can follow. Okay? So this is for my babies who are feeling lost in the sauce. I am going through quite a bit of transitioning, spiritual transitions, physical transitions. There's lots of healing happening and reprogramming, and all of this is so exciting. But all of this is also a lot. Okay, it's a lot, right? I began to feel doubtful, to feel fearful, to feel anxiety. I began to go back to old patterns and attachments, like looking for validation outside of myself, i.e., not feeling successful because a job didn't hire me. Okay, yeah. So I decided to fast so that I could clear myself out, to realign and to connect back to my highest self, so that I'm always aligned and always, making the best decisions for myself and for my desires. But what I learned, the big theme, the takeaway, I'm gonna give it to you in the beginning, not the end, is that in grounding, there's grace. In grounding, there is grace. When you are frazzled mentally, spiritually, in the midst of trying to transition major parts of your life, it gets a little chaotic. It gets a little chaotic for you. And I know for me, I started to become a perfectionist again. I started to question every decision that I was making. I started to be hard on myself, like, oh, well, this didn't come through because you weren't doing this right. I was about to double back on decisions that I made that I know for a fact were my best decisions. I was about to go back to safety decisions and things like that. And it's because I wasn't grounded. And it's because I wasn't grounded, I wasn't giving myself grace. And I wasn't allowing myself to, first of all, rest in all of this newness that I'm becoming, that is becoming of me, to rest in that, to ground in that, to find my footing in that first. Because I'm in such a hurry to apply the new tactics, to apply the new knowings. But I hadn't grounded in that first and rested in that. So slow down and rest in that first. Rest in your new knowings, your new person, your new ascension, your new elevation. And then enjoy this present moment. Enjoy being at these new levels. Enjoy the new peace, the new freedom, the new joy that you feel. Enjoy that, connect with that, get comfortable with that feeling, because truth be told, that's an odd feeling. That's an odd feeling when you really come outside of all of your trauma and all of the things you don't like and all of the things that drain your energy and aren't true to you. It's an odd feeling to be really sitting in that joy. And so you got to get comfortable in that first or second. You got to get comfortable in that, right? So give yourself time, give yourself grace. In grounding, there's grace, right? Once you've found a footing in this new person, this new personhood, this new power, and you've gotten comfortable with that joy and that love and that assurance, then so long as you have breath, you have time, okay? And so I don't want time to be a worry or to be a fear, because what's for you is for you. What's for me is for me. It's going to unfold in the most perfect way. You know what else you give grace to when you ground? You give grace to the universe to unleash a multitude of possibilities for the things that you want. That sounds funny, right? Like you giving the universe grace, like you giving God grace, you giving spirit grace. But like, yes, when you ground yourself, you give the universe grace to open you up to so much, to make you aware to the millions of ways that you can get what you want. You know what I'm saying? For me, that became clear in this fast. I was limiting the universe to the ways in which it can give me what I desire. I was limiting the universe in the ways in which it could give me what I desire. And so once I grounded myself and I got comfortable with enjoyment and I cleared myself out and I'm listening and I'm listening to my highest self, it's telling me like, it's showing me, I'm seeing it like so easily. Like I just opened up my iPad and boom, like boom, it's there. Another way that I can get what I want. Another way that I could achieve this. Another way that I could make this money. Like in grounding, there is grace. One more. Because this one is good. One more. I thought I was about to wrap it up, but one more. Because this one is good, okay? In grounding, there is grace. And you give grace to who you were. You give grace to who you were. You give grace to who you're shedding, who you shedded. You give grace to yourself to shed that person. Like, it takes a little bit of time. It can take a little bit of time to shed those thoughts, those habits, those behaviors, those fears and anxieties. It can take some time. So in grounding, you give yourself grace. You give the person you were grace. You give them all of their flowers, because at every point they made the best decision that they could with all of the knowledge and the experiences that they had up until that point. Okay? But now that you know better, you're going to do better. And you're going to give yourself grace to get there. To get to get into that flow of better. You're going to give yourself grace in all ways. Always, okay? If you don't do anything else, give yourself grace, okay? Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace to learn. Give yourself grace to transition. Give yourself grace to not succeed and try again. Give yourself grace to do the most or not do enough. You won't do it to anybody else if you don't do it to yourself first. You won't give grace to anybody else if you don't give it to yourself first. So please, as always, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Be well, be kind, be loved.